Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the...
The decision by the Knicks to change their head coach this summer, Shams. A controversial move, to say the least.
Absolute stunner, because this team had really built an identity. They were just coming off a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years in New York. So can they continue to build on that culture under Coach Mike Brown? I'm told Mike Brown understands this Knicks job, BA. It's championship or bust moving forward.
He's a tough guy. It's a tough town. We'll see if the Knicks have another run in them. The starters for Utah. We've got Michael Porter, Clint Capella out there with Holmgren. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Skinny in at the 2.
Well, nice pass by Porter Jr., moving the ball with a purpose.
Now here's Tatum. Last game for him, he had 14. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Holmgren. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
About a minute into this first quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Holmgren finds Booker. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's Skinny. No good on the 3. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Looking for their first basket of the game. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told. But this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, he's an incredible offensive rebounder. Capella just works so hard to get ideal positioning when the shot goes up.
And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Outside Porter. Back to Booker. The 3 is up. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. There's a screen. Pass to Şengün. Stolen by Capella. Here's Porter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, look, there are a lot of different roles Porter Jr. can fill for your team.
Utah shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes the first. Porter hits them both. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
Utah with the ball. After New York picked up the three with their last shot. Capella in the high post. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, I like it whenever Capella goes up strong inside because it sometimes forces defenses to compromise.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. No good on that one.
Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
And he's good on the second. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. It's Podziemski on the wing. He's scoreless. There's Tatum with the three. And the Knicks, another three.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Capella. Good D by Şengün.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Left side Podziemski. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game.
Podziemski at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
Now here's Booker. No points so far. Goes up from the top of the key. Utah with another miss. New York leading by 3.
Boy, the offense has been on point. They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had 25 points in his last game. Here's Skinny, defended by Podziemski. Skinny passes to Booker. Here's Skinny. Utah with another miss.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Tatum, the shake. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Holmgren. Here's Porter. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
And finished off by Tatum.
So he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here for New York. A big group substitution here for Utah. Biyombo, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Bowl comes in for Chet Holmgren. Jackson, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Fears in for Booker. Here's Fears. Here's Skinny. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Skinny's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in it.
Game's popular as ever.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And the dunk by Jackson.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Russell a screen on Jackson. From deep, Junior. Utah with the rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Deflects the pass. Fast break, New York. Pass to Filipowski. Junior outside. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Utah leading by 3. Jackson with it. Russell covering. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Bowl. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Now here is Junior. No made baskets yet. Sohan outside. New York needs to get off a shot here. New York again can't hit. On offense, here's Utah. A big stretch here going. 10 to 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Skinny. Offline with a three.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Junior finds Johnson. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Top of the key. Utah grabs the miss. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. Here's Fears. Still no points. Skinny, no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Bowl. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Jackson with a screen on Russell to the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, impressive set from the rookie. Jeremiah Fears in total control in the screen and roll game.
27 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson against Johnson. Pass to Junior. 5 on the clock. Down low. Fast break, Utah. And here's Jackson, covered by Junior. Sohan, right side. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And so it's Utah closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
From the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's hauled in by Skinny. And with the new CBA shops, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA. It's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma.
Now here's Booker. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker, getting it away just in time.
Pass to Tatum. Antetokounmpo for 3. Porter pulls it in.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Porter's got 10 points.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
And make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
switch here. Capella's checked in.
City Dancer.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Back to Pajemski. New York again can't hit.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
The shot by Pajemski, no good. And here are the Jazz. They've got a 10-0 run going. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live, and the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
That free throw, no good.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Good on the second one. Knicks trail by 16. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Back to Booker. Capella, screen on Pritchard for 3. Booker. And it's New York with a rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Şengün. Stolen by Capella.
Second team.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts in the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one's no good. And Shams, with younger teams like OKC taking the reins, new stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
And that one misses.
The presence Giannis has on the floor is incredible. He's must-see TV.
Screen by Holmgren to the middle. It's stolen by Tatum. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Pritchard. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. I just love the ball movement.
Knicks trail by 15. Outside Pajemski. Antetokounmpo, left side. Over Holmgren. Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Feel that rhythm back. Here's your Knicks breaker dance move.
So it's the Knicks now, down by 15. New York again can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Skinny. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Tatum.
Number 16.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Holmgren. Another miss by Antetokounmpo. Utah with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Booker, the pass to Skinny. Booker against Pritchard, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pritchard finds Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track. Rejected by Holmgren.
I mean, what an incredible reach he has. Holmgren should strike fear into any shooter when he's on the floor.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Sohan's checked in for New York. Junior comes in for Pritchard. And New York has possession. It's an 18-point game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Capella. To the left wing. Outside Porter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Holmgren. That one doesn't drop. And the Knicks shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. To the inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Şengün has such a great feel for the game. He's savvy and he knows how to get a call.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
shooting 2.
That free throw good from Şengün.
Well, when you think of all the skilled big men in the league, Şengün is among the best. The kind of player you can run an offense through.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Johnson comes in for Jason Tatum. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Podziemski. Then for Utah, Biyombo comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Fears in for Booker. Both free throws good from Şengün. Utah with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses too throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Johnson, following the 3 by Utah. Porter pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Fears, guarded by Russell. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Biyombo. Fears shot is off.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Filipowski, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Timeout, New York. Let me hear, Knicks fans. Coming onto the court now is your Knicks center-back squad. Let's go! Let me hear, Knicks fans. Coming onto the court now is your Knicks center-back squad. Let's go!
Peek now at our rookie leaderboard to see who led the way in steals this past month. Jeremiah Fears is second.
And simply put, over the last month, he's been fantastic. Active hands leading to a lot of steals.
Sohan outside. New York working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Holmgren missing.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Now here's Russell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Skinny. Skinny's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Fears. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 19. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. There's a screen by Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Johnson. Going inside, gets the 14-footer to fall. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
And right there, Johnson electing to go mid-range. Nice old school stuff from the rookie.
Holmgren outside. Outside Porter. For three, Fears. And it's New York with a rebound. Johnson's got his fourth rebound in this one. And there's the drive. Pass to Filipowski. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jazz leading by 17.
44-27.
Holmgren outside. Now Biyombo. Inside. Here's Skinny. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. New York shooting poorly at only 28% to the paint. And then Russell with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Here's Skinny. He's got 12. Biyombo, good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Outside Johnson. Filipowski sets a screen. Clock at 6. Johnson against Porter. Shot by Johnson, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Skinny, covered by Johnson. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Here's Skinny. And a miss there on the triple. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Jazz out in front, leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at the Knicks, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Knicks.
Jacking up that many wild threes, you know coach is going to be giving you an earful.
Yeah, but who's calling the plays? Who can put the game plan together? Coach should be yelling in the mirror.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and be on the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Michael Porter out there with Holmgren. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Skinny in at the 2. Now here's Tatum. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Pass to Skinny. Now Holmgren, hounded by Tatum, and that one's good. Holmgren.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Knicks trail by 21. Outside Pritchard. Antetokounmpo outside. New York, no good that time either.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And here's Porter outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Skinny. He buries it from 3. Skinny's got 15.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Holmgren against Antetokounmpo to the inside. Sengun. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist of the night. And Booker's got the ball here for Utah. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Drops in the layup for 2.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Yep, that one goes.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Booker. Holmgren with a screen on Pritchard. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Please give a big round of applause for your next team.
Go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. Number 1, the Jazz.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Tatum's got room, and it falls all over the rim and in. Tatum's got 11 points.
Well, if you talk about the very best wings in the NBA, Jason Tatum is up there. His ability to score is a game changer.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Utah moving the ball around.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
From deep, and Tatum is good for 3. He's got 14.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Tatum. And here's Podziemski. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Porter. And it's Tatum missing.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Capella, screen on Pritchard. Booker for 3. The Knicks with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Tatum. Outside Podziemski. Now here's Pritchard. Over Booker. Excellent D there from Booker.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Skinny. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Skinny's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Jazz have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. And there's another one for the Jazz.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
The Knicks have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Knocked away. Porter against Tatum. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Skinny. Capella, screen on Pritchard. Booker no good. New York has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And here's Podziemski. Driving to the basket. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, just an excellent shot blocker. Holmgren is so good at using his length and timing to erase shot attempts.
2 shots.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
And he can't get the first one. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Filipowski, he's checked in for Şengün. Sohan comes in for Antetokounmpo. Junior's checked in for Tatum. And Russell is subbed in for Pritchard. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Biyombo, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Bol comes in for Holmgren. Jackson, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Fears in for Devin Booker. Here's Fears. Yet to see a basket. And he's going for the lob! Outside Podziemski to the middle. Filipowski. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Biyombo. Here's Skinny. A deep 3. Sinks it from distance. Skinny's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Now here's Russell. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Now here's Russell. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. From the elbow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Inside. Here's Skinny. Lays it up and banks it in. Skinny's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
New York has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
Here's Fears. After the basket by New York on the other end. Jackson outside. Here's Fears. Still without a bucket. Here's Bull. 6 on the shot clock. Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Filipowski. Outside Pajemski. And here's Junior. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Junior's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Bull. Here's Skinny. He's got 24. And he lays it up and in. Skinny's got 26.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly. Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
76-48.
A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Bulls got 8.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Now Filipowski. He has 6. Russell finds Junior. Utah with the rebound. Bulls got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Skinny. They're running. On up the court. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Fears. No points yet. There's a screen by Biyombo. Floats one. A nice shot by Fears.
Yeah, Fears has all sorts of ways to finish. The floater is going to come in very handy in his NBA career.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Filipowski. 6 to shoot. Up and over Biyombo. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Skinny. For 3, Fears. The rebound by Filipowski. Outside Pajemski. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Utah ahead, delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Utah shooting about 56% in this one. They've got D'Angelo Russell, Jeremy Sohan out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Johnson. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Martin. Lets the 3 fly, and Johnson is good for 3.
Well, Johnson doesn't just take a lot of threes. He makes them, too.
Jazz lead.
Carter, a screen on Johnson. And Burks gets it to go.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Russell against Carter. Martin a screen. The 3 from Russell. The rebound by Burks. Russell's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Down low. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now here's Russell over Bull. The shot by Russell, no good. Outside Carter. Pass to Bryant. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by Utah. Russell from outside. Again, Russell missing. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Utah. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's Burks. Bull, a screen on Johnson. Jackson for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Sohan's got 4 rebounds now. Martin inside. Bull on him. Martin a screen. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, showing off that athletic ability. It's great watching Sohan finish with force.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. For Utah, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Johnson against Burks. Pass to Jackson, and it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Friday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the New Orleans Pelicans. Bull, the pass to Bryant, and then Bryant with the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Johnson. Ooh, excellent D there from Burks.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Jackson, the pass to Bull. Here's Burks, covered by Johnson. Burks goes in, down to 5 on the shot clock, and finished off by Bull.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Sohan. And he converts the layup. Sohan's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Here's Jackson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Carter against Russell. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
Now here's Carter. Bull finds Carter. Utah moving the ball around. Burks no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, such a good athlete. Johnson rises to the 10 with ease.
Carter, the pass to Jackson. Tipped. Fast break. Here comes New York. Ripped down the breakaway slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Over to the wing. Russell deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Carter with it. Russell covering. Carter, the pass to Burks. Uses the glass on the layup.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Picked by Carter. Here's Burks with the second effort. Three-pointer. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Burks. Carter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. The 3 from Russell. The rebound by Carter.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The Knicks shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. The 3 from Russell. Utah grabs the miss. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Podziemski. Pass to Filipowski. Shoots over Capella. New York again can't hit. Utah with the ball. Carter, the pass to Bowl. Now here's Burks, defended by Podziemski. Count it.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Knicks shooting just around 32% from the field. Russell, the pass to Filipowski. Now here's Johnson, defended by Jackson. Basket's good.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
Now here's Capella. Capella, screen on Johnson. Back to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Well, at his size, you'd expect Capella to go up this strong every time he has the ball inside.
Capella's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
2 minutes.
Outside Johnson. Filipowski sets a screen. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Not exactly what the defense was expecting from Johnson. The rookie blitzing the rim.
Jackson outside. Carter on the wing, guarded by Russell. Carter, the pass to Bowl. Shot clock at 5. Unloads. Carter can't get it to go. And for New York, they're shooting right below 40% here in the fourth.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
Number 16.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Skinny.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Now here's Russell to the middle and stolen by Bowl. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, deflected. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Filipowski. Outside Pajemski. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Capella.
68.
And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.